Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. Okay, this is our product title for the distributed mobile cloud computing model for secure big data. Okay, this is our abstract. For the mobile cloud computing provides a novel e-commerce mode for organizations without any upfront investment. Since the cloud computing uses distributed resources in open environment, it is important to provide secure keys to share the data for developing cloud applications to ensure the correctness of users data in cloud. Here we propose a effective and secure distributed mobile cloud model, including a self-proxy server SPS with self-created learning algorithms. Here the data is over encrypted as re-encryption will be performed. It's called as proxy re-encryption. As the data is stored in server as self-proxy server, the model resolves communication bottlenecks due to the data re-encryption of shared data in cloud. Whenever users are revoked, here the paper presents a comprehensive mobile cloud design models which provides an effective and secure cloud computing services on mobile devices. Okay, this is our flow diagram for the self-proxy re-encryption. So first, in the domain of cloud, the cloud is a model for enabling services uses ubiquitous, convenient and on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources. The cloud is a developing technology to facilitate developments of large-scale, on-demand and flexible computing infrastructures. So this is called a cloud, and the cloud means we can use it our data for anywhere anytime in the world. So now we are discuss about what is cloud. So next you go to the process. The first one is the profile. The profile means is the registration. Here the every user come to the cloud, they have give the username and password. The users has entered when the users come to the cloud, they enter the username and password. The username and password both are match. Yes, go for login successful. So go for it's a process. The process means when the users come to the cloud, what is our process? Suppose the data is data owner is choosing to the upload or download. The data is choosing to the upload. The data is successfully stored on the cloud. But how the data is successfully stored on the cloud? So the data owner is file chooser is choosing particular files. The file is sent to the broker. The broker is one of the third parties. So the broker is give the data with using keys to be encrypt the data. So now the data is encrypted as a level 0. So the level 0 of data encryption is again to be encrypted to be stored in the server is called SPS. SPS means self proxy servers. The self proxy server means the data re-encryption means the data is always to be encrypted. The highly security based, we will again encrypt the data. This data is stored in the cloud server. It's called self proxy server. So now finally the data is successfully stored in the cloud computing servers. So the data owner is successfully uploading the data as cloud server in the multi clouds. So again the download user is to be download the data. So when the users come to the cloud, they have some authentication details for CSP is verifying the CSP is verifying the user details. CSP is verify the user details based on some authentication. So here the authentication is verified. The user has some decryption keys to be performed. When the users get the decryption keys using to be decrypt the data, again decryption as file tag using decrypt the data as using the data successfully download. Again the data is download, the user successfully to be access the data. Okay, now the demo section is start for the secure mobile cloud computing data. So first we will run the home page. Okay, so this is our home, the domain of cloud. So this is our home page for the distributed mobile cloud model for secure big data. Go for registration. This is the profile registration. Username as Udaya, name Sri Udaya, date of birth 14/7/1990. country is Singapore, so the username is Uday. So it's a valid password is valid. It's a valid password. So go for register. So successful. Okay, so register successfully. So here the users come to the cloud. They enter the username and password. So the username and password is match is so this is a valid user. Okay, so go ahead. So next the file is transmitted to broker. Here the broker is a third party. So this is our username. The username as Uday. So this is our file name. Or dealer. .txt. So this is our file. So the user is selecting the brokers. This is the broker name. Some are third parties names as the Deepa. So the broker is selecting the name as Deepa to store. These details are successfully stored in the broker homes. So go for next. So this is the broker home. The broker is receive the details. The username as John. These are some. So these are some existing usernames. So this is our file name. So receive. Who's are the users to be stored in the data. So this is the user's name. Okay. So the username is Uday, and this is our file name. So this is our broker name. So here some details to be stored in the key informations. So go for next. So here the data encryption to be performed. So go for secure identity paste. So this is the encrypted files as data.txt. So the given file is successfully stored. The path is selected. So this is our file name data.txt. So key. So this is our key. So encryption. So the file is actually to be encrypted. So go for next. So now the file is encrypted. Here the high security based we will perform the self proxy servers. Data to be stored in the self proxy servers as the SPS means re-encryption to be performed. So open the file. So the file is stored in the rs.txt. This is the output files. So this is the file name. So the file encrypted successful. Okay, so this is the file name. So this is the file size. So now the file is uploaded to server. So now we will got a permission to file is stored on the server successful. So this is the file upload. Okay, so this is the file uploading process. So choose the files. So now the data encryption file is stored in our data. So again selecting the files. So NetBeans as the secure mobile cloud. This is the files. This is our output file name. So this is the file is successfully to be stored in the cloud. So this is the choosing the cloud as cloud 1. So selecting the file as SS. So add. So this is the file upload. Okay. So go for key generation. This is the re-encrypting key for to be successful data to be encrypted. So this is the key. So now we will get the key to be stored in the cloud. So the file is assigned. So this is the username. Username as Uday. Name as John. So this is the key stored in the cloud. Stored in the cloud. So now the cloud is assigned. So this is the file name. Okay. is assigned. So now the file is actually to be stored in the cloud server. So now the file is to be successfully stored in the cloud server. So now the data is to be decrypted. So this is the downloading process. This is the downloading process to be download the users data. So this is the file download process. File download process as the file name as cloud1. So this is the file name as data.txt or rs.txt. So here to be get the request. So the run file. Get the request. So the users to be get the request. The users access the, so here the receive request. So this is the cloud name as 1 and the file name as, so this is our key. So this is our key. So send key, receive key. So null. So the data is I'm always to be the key is using. So download request, so enter the key. Okay, so now the key is automatically to become receive. Okay, send the file, so download. Okay, so download successful. So now the file is to be successfully stored on the data. Okay, the demo is finished. Thanks for listening.